What is up, everyone? Last time we spoke a lot about motivation, and today I wanted to tell you guys about motivation, but as well as discipline. You'll both need motivation and discipline for reaching your goals, even if they are two different things. Motivation will help you start the work of your goals and keep you interested in them, while discipline is needed for when the motivation is getting lower or when you are more busy with other stuff and you want to keep on going. To give you a very clear example of what these two are, I'll always use the gym as my example. In the beginning, everyone is like, yes, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to go 2 or 3 times a week, and that always it works for a couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, people start to crash and they stop going to the gym and they just quit because they don't feel the way they felt at the beginning of their journey. This is because people don't have the discipline to keep on going with this. They have this motivation, this big energy to start something, but then when the motivation drops and the discipline is needed, people usually fall off. After going to the gym for a couple of weeks, and I would say it's usually around 3 to 4 weeks. I've experienced it as well. Let's say I wanted to learn a language, and for some weeks it went well, and then all of a sudden it just drops because I don't have the discipline to keep on going with that. Because it's very hard to me to learn a language, and because I thought it was hard, and because I didn't have the discipline at the moment, I quit with learning languages. At the moment, I learned a lot of my discipline through the gym. I had a lot of motivation to start, and I have been going for 1.5 year now to the gym. So I would say it's definitely discipline because, yes, I do not feel motivated to go to the gym every day, but I still go to the gym every day, and that is the difference. I make myself go to the gym if I feel like I have less energy, for example, or if I don't feel motivated that day, or if I wanna, let's say, oh, I wanna game instead of going to the gym, I still first go to the gym because that is what discipline has taught me. This discipline is something you can learn to yourself. As I see it, it is basically a muscle. You are able to learn yourself and to train yourself to have more discipline. For me, what works is genuinely do things instantly or short after thinking about them instead of saying you'll do them later. Because if you say stuff like that, that will definitely make it even harder for you to keep up your discipline. If you think about something, let's say you're watching TV and you think, oh, I have to put the trash out, for example, do them instantly. Don't think about them doing later because you won't want to do them later. My first my first kind of tip is don't tell yourself you'll do it later. And why is that? Every person sees their future self as a better version of themselves, which obviously is something most people want. But you in 2 hours isn't gonna want to take the trash out either. You're basically giving yourself a task to yourself to future you, but you're not gonna want to do it then either. So just tell yourself instantly do it, or let's say you're doing something. Let's say you're at work and you're thinking about it then. Put up an alarm to do it instantly when you get home or as quick as possible. That is the best way to not delay you doing these things, because when you do that, you'll need a lot more discipline to do it later. Seeing it as a muscle, you'll fatigue yourself if you do too much of these things. What is my second kind of tip is to start small. If you want to start, go to the gym, but you've never been to the gym, or you want to start running or cycling or any kind of activity that you might want to keep on doing for the rest of your life, maybe, or just start with something and see where it goes. Start by doing it like once a week or maybe twice a week, depending on how active you are. If you feel motivated, you'll give everything you have. You'll say, oh, but then I have a free time, and then I have free time, and you'll want to do it as many times as possible because you feel this energy from your motivation. But once it depletes, once your motivation goes away or starts to be less than it was 3 weeks ago, you'll need discipline. But it's easier to discipline yourself to go once a week instead of going 6 times a week. If you can manage to build yourself up towards your goal, let's say your goal is to go 4 times a week, start by going once. And when you see like, oh, it's just a natural habit for me to go every Thursday, for example, to the gym, then you could add a second day. And you can build yourself up towards where you want to reach, of course. For me, it was once a week. It was every Saturday with my parents, was it at the moment? I was 14. I went to the gym every Saturday because that's the only day I didn't have school and homework and stuff. And I did it a couple of weeks and I just found it so fun that I went one day or maybe 2 days throughout the week. So then I was doing 2 to 3 days a week. And that's how I built myself up for, because now I go to the gym 6 days a week, and I don't really ever feel like I don't want to go to the gym because it's such a habit. It's something I built up. I don't need discipline for it because it's such a habit in my life. And if you make a habit out of it, it will even require less discipline because you're so used to doing it. But building up that habit will need discipline. Use a reward system. I've talked about it in my previous motivation video as well. Using a reward system, it's something you should figure out for yourself, because I can tell you, like, I did this, but that definitely won't work for you. Because what worked for me personally is I always love to game, but I always have work to do. So I always tell myself I'll do a bit of the work. I'll do maybe half of the work and then I'll game. And then I can do the other half of the work tomorrow, depending on what I have to do. Let's say I have to clean the house, then I'll say I first clean the house, then I'm able to game. I first record my video, then I might be able to game. Like, I make a schedule around it all to give myself a reward for working towards my other goals. For most people, it might be, let's say you watch a lot of television, you sit a lot of time on the couch, but you want to start running. Tell yourself, if I run now, I can then shower and then go sit on the couch. Or maybe just go for a walk. If I walk, let's say I walk 1 mile, then I can sit on the couch and watch television. It's kind of rewarding yourself with what you usually do in your relaxed time. So I hope you kind of get the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is, of course, something you'll get in the beginning, and discipline is what's needed to keep on going. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, then I hope you leave a like on the video, then you subscribe to the channel, and then I hope I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.